So your daughter hasn't watched too much of your work.
She is very much into watching Shah Rukh and Amir. I needed money to survive in this city, and which is fine. I never regretted it. This industry is a star-centric industry and very box office. And if your films are doing well, people are really thronging to the theatre. If somebody comes to me and says, "Give me autograph," okay, I'm forgetting your name. That time I say, you shouldn't do it. If you don't know, don't take the photograph.
Hello and welcome to a brand new show in the making presented by ZEE5 and Film Companion. Now life throws all of us challenges. It's what we make of this that sets each one of us apart. The truth is, we're all in the making. How much ever you achieve in life, there's a little bit more that you can push, a little bit more that you can explore. And my first guest on the show is the perfect example of someone who's relentlessly reinvented himself over his 3-decade-long career. Okay. Manoj sir, welcome to my show and my set. And first off, I really salute this pursuit of excellence. It is no small feat at all. But I'm going to start with a pop quiz. Okay? When was the last time you did something for the first time?
I think this is the first time, whatever I'm going to do. I'm nervous, but not that nervous that I'm going to fumble or falter.
I was going to say कि amazing actor तो आप हो ही, इतना सब कुछ किया आपने career में, but क्या कभी आपने palette knife painting किया?
Never. So this is the first time. But कुछ ना कुछ अच्छा निकलेगा ही.
और आज कुछ नया करते हैं.
कुछ नया करते हैं, कुछ नया बनाते हैं.
या कोशिश करते हैं. Who knows? By the end of this, I may have a Manoj Bajpayee masterpiece that I will auction off and never have to work a day in my life.
My daughter will simply disapprove of it.
But before I get into that, I really just want to tell you that there is now, of course, so much excitement and just like people really want to know what is Manoj Bajpayee working on next. So let's just spill the beans at the start of the show. What can we expect from the stables of Manoj Bajpayee?
Okay, I have been very lucky since 4-5 years, where the choices are way too many. But the trick is to choose the right one for yourself, not for anyone, but for your own self. What is exciting for you? What is it that is going to help you to evolve as a human being, as an actor? My focus has always been that. Good thing is that these are the films that I have chosen are varied, in terms of genre, in terms of format, in terms of casting, the director's craft, everything. So I'm working with directors who, some of them are 30, 35, some of them are 45. So it's an experience that I'm having, which is making me grow every day. My association with ZEE5 has been very precious.
Of course.
Very. Like the last one was Sirf Ek Banda Kafi Hai, which has created such, euphoria. And that too, with just the story and the content and the character. That is first, when you say that story is the king, Sirf Ek Banda Kafi Hai is the example. When you say that the characterization and performances is something that will attract people. Now Silence, I have completed Silence 2.
Okay.
So that's a thriller, forensic thriller. First edition was remarkable. It was very successful. That has prompted ZEE5 to make edition 2. It's in the editing.
Which is, of course, good news. So let us start painting. Yeah. And like I was saying early on, that I can sell this masterpiece and make millions. Speaking of money, what is your relationship with money? Have you ever signed a role for money?
Yes, in my downtime, because I always say that actors they shouldn't regret if they do something for money or to run the kitchen. They should. They should do a film where they think that they are taking a few steps back just to take a leap. Okay, it was not something which was indulgent from my side. That I needed money to survive in this city, and which is fine. I never regretted it. I still own those films very proudly.
No, and so it's 30 years of constantly reinventing to stay relevant as an actor, as a producer. रोज मतलब उठ के telling yourself आज कुछ नया बनते हैं, आज कुछ
Right.
नया करते हैं. Does that ever get exhausting? Like, have you ever woken up one day and said, यार मुझे set पे नहीं जाना है?
बिल्कुल बहुत बार मन करता है ऐसा.
अच्छा.
This industry is a star-centric industry and very box office. And if your films are doing well, people are really thronging to the theater. You are the king, and you are Maharaja. You are everything. Okay, so if you don't turn up on the set, they are ready to forgive you. They are ready to listen to your excuses. At times, they don't even want to ask you why you didn't turn up. But I can afford to do that. But at the same time, I feel that it is going to really dampen the energy of the cast and the unit, and the kind of films that I do. It requires motivation, okay, from everyone. And if I start behaving like a star, then everything will go down from there. It's very important that we don't waste even a single day, because when you talk about content and quality and those kind of films, when it is not a pot boiler, when there are no multi crores are
Riding
riding
you
on
have
it,
to, yeah.
so you have to stay within the budget, just to make sure that the film is made in a certain budget, so that it has a chance of recovering its money.
I have also heard that actors sometimes like to hold on to certain aspects of their characters. Does that happen to you? Like, are you holding on to...
Thank you for asking me this. I really want to. I have always exhausted myself. All the things that I had, I thought that I have given it all. Okay, I have nothing more to offer, and then comes a role, and then you feel that this is what is going to prompt me to find new Manoj Bajpayee, new actor in me. This is going to really push me to go beyond the limits, and I found it. And those are the films which are very, very dear to me. So are you ready for that? Are you ready to keep finding yourself? Because you are limitless. Everyone is very unique. Everyone is limitless. To be limitless, or to find that, limitless quality which is really dug inside you, you have to really put yourself in danger sometime. Sometime you really have to exhaust yourself completely, where you know that all doors are shut, but suddenly there is one crack in the window and you feel that, yes, this is what I was looking for. I keep doing that. I don't do it for anyone else. I don't do it to impress anyone. To be an actor is a love story which is amazing. The body, the physical thing is stopping me. Sometimes I feel like I'm not 24, 25. I could have done it when I was that age. But I'm across 50, so sometimes you feel that the bones are cracking, But is it going to really stop you? And then you have to find your ways to tell your bones that, shut up, don't try to remind me, okay? Then you find your ways. Then you are not getting into excuses.
But कभी लगता है कि अब एक्टिंग नहीं कुछ नया करते?
नहीं, वो सब तो यार मैंने कोशिश बहुत की, मैं प्रोड्यूसर भी हूँ.
हाँ?
लेकिन I mean the film that we are making right now in Lucknow is called Bhaiya Ji. I'm the producer. And I end up being one of the worst one, because
Why?
all my partners they say no to a few things, but I go ahead and convince my partners and collaborators that you have to give this to my director, because it is needed, for the scene. It is needed for the shot that we want to take.
Because you're an actor first.
I'm an actor first, so
Yeah.
So I end up increasing the budget.
An actor who's not so great as a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also read that you would be quite open and excited to perhaps try Hollywood if something interesting comes along. My first question is, what would be on that wish list? Like, how would you best imagine Manoj Bajpayee in a Hollywood blockbuster? And also, is this also part of the whole Kuch Naya Karte wala mantra that you...
If at all I want to do it for something which is really new, which I haven't done. And also just to get out from this industry and work with completely different people, where you are not even known. Okay, so that is the kind of challenge I'm looking for. where you are just a new one coming from nowhere, and that's how you're treated. So I like it. If somebody doesn't recognize me, it doesn't bother me. Uh, Sometime I saw few actors, if they are called a different name, they feel quite offended. And I have been called many names, okay? और आशुतोष जी कैसे हो? मनोज तिवारी जी कैसे हो आप? तो it doesn't bother me.
You have spent, of course, so many years establishing yourself as a big screen actor.
Right.
But now, with shows on ZEE5 like Sirf Ek Banda Kafi Hai,
Right.
or Silence, or Dial 100, you've really entered a whole new audience with, like, literally entering the homes and hearts of people.
Right.
वो जो validation है, is it different?
It's very different. Now, Sneha, I have children coming to me, which was never the case. Because I've done mostly independent films, or the films which were not for 18 years and above. Okay?
So your daughter hasn't watched too much of your work?
Not too much. She is very much into watching Shah Rukh and Amir. And I'm very happy.
Achha.
As I told you, that at least she is watching Hindi films now and learning to speak in Hindi, and her Hindi has really improved.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy as a parent, a Hindi-speaking parent.
No, so speak to me about this OTT validation and how it's different.
OTT validation is different because it is not based on the box office. Okay, and it's purely because people loved you in that role, or they loved the story or the film or the show, and that's all. And you can't hide it. You can't hide behind Ormax numbers or Ormax views or those ratings. You can't hide behind it, because you are meeting people every day. So you get to know how far it has really impacted the people. If you want to close your eyes to that, then God bless you. Okay? But you should be realist if you are an actor. And you should know, don't depend on critics, depend on your own judgment as to how much you have improved. Don't get swept away by the critics' ratings and by the views, by the trending number 1 or number 2. I really feel that you should do it just to evolve, because you are not doing it for anyone else. I mean, this profession was not even considered a profession,
Yeah.
हमारे मतलब समय में तो हमारे गांव से भाग करके 18 की उम्र में दिल्ली तक आ पाना मेरे लिए कितना मुश्किल था. I know it. I've done it because I wanted to do it so badly. I was so passionate about acting in theater or acting in cinema. Because I wanted to do it. I was a rebel. I left everything. I sacrificed being with my parents. Okay, I sacrificed. Each and every artist does it. It's not only me. But when you sacrifice so much and you are so passionate about, doing this, so try to be true to that. Try to tell yourself all the truth and try to evolve as much as possible.
Sir, आपके क्या insecurities है?
मेरी insecurity मेरी बेटी है. उसके अलावा मेरी कोई insecurity नहीं है. The insecurity, अब ज़्यादा आप कह सकते हो कि यार मैं ना बीमार नहीं पड़ना चाहता हूँ. आप बीमार पड़ोगे. यार मैं ना बुढ़ा नहीं होना चाहता. आप बुढ़े होगे. So that can't be insecurity.
But for an actor who has won the Padma Shri, multiple national awards, Filmfare awards, ये जो आग है, how have you उसको कभी बुझने नहीं दिया आपने? वो कैसे करते हो? Like, honestly, like, how do you stay relentless in this pursuit of?
I mean, before I answer, I must tell everyone that I'm not demeaning any awards, but the moment you hand it to me, I get out and I forget about it. It's that night's affair. Okay, my Aligarh performance.
Amazing.
Okay, so thank you. So it didn't get a national award. Okay, there was a lot of noise and chaos about it on social
Yeah,
media.
yeah, yeah.
People talked about it. And they really protested. But in the end, today, if I ask anyone, do you know which are the films that I got the national award for? They will not be able to tell me. What they will be able to tell me that yes, Aligarh's performance was fantastic. But yes, those nights of awards are very important for you. You get a reason to party with people. Okay. sometime you know
वो भी करना चाहिए ना life
वो
में.
कभी तो करोगे आप.
I also know that you voiced ZEE5's manifesto. Lines were just so beautifully articulated. कुछ था उसमें that really resonated with you?
रोज कुछ नया बनते रहो, पत्थर नहीं जो जम चुके हो, तालाब नहीं जो थम चुके हो. कितनी अच्छी लाइन है.
बहते रहो.
बहते रहो. कितनी अच्छी लाइन है अपने आप में ये, कि आपको जो है रुकना नहीं है, यू नो. एंड यही हम लोग अभी बात कर रहे थे तब से कि आपको
मैं
रुकना
तो बह रही
नहीं
हूँ सर इन माय स्ट्रीम ओवर हियर.
हम लोग तब से यही बात कर रहे थे कि भाई आपको लगातार अपने आप को जो है, अपने आप में कुछ नया खोजते रहना है, क्योंकि आप लिमिटलेस हैं. आप में इतनी सारी संभावनाएं हैं, इतनी पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हैं. एक जगह पे जाकर के रोकिए मत. और कभी भी, जो मैं कहता हूँ, कभी भी कोई बैगेज लेके मत चलो. वी आर ऑल ह्यूमंस. हमारे पहले बहुत सारे लोग आए, हमारे बाद भी बहुत सारे लोग आएंगे. जस्ट कीप फ्लोइंग.
आप हमेशा ऐसे थे या दिस इज
हमेशा बचपन से. व्हेन आई वाज लिटिल, I must have been 6 or 7. So I always thought that my parents are going to survive forever.
Yeah.
And then my uncle passed away, and I saw my father really howling and falling on the ground, holding his brother, crying. That broke my heart completely. And I realized that my parents are not here forever.
They're not immortal.
They are not immortal. You know, that was the beginning of my search for answers. And it has only done good to me. That question that I had, so many questions I had about life and death, they started getting answers only very recently, because of my spiritual practices, you can say, or because of the life one has led for so many years in such a cutthroat city, and is still sticking to your belief system.
It's also the secret to staying relevant for 30 years, no?
One thing I learned from Mr. Anupam Kher, never shy away from asking work.
Achha.
And if you don't have it,
मतलब reach out to
the directors that you want to work with. And I've been doing it for so long, only because, you know, I heard him saying it somewhere. And it's so true. You are in this city, away from all the luxuries and the comfort of your home, doing something very different and unconventional from others. If you're here, then just, you know, get up and call people who you want to work with. It's not bad.
कुछ शर्म नहीं.
क्यों शर्म होगी? आप एक्टिंग करने के लिए आए हो. And if you're not getting those kind of roles, then call the people. You know, and that's how I got Neeraj Pandey. That's how I got Devashish Makhija. That's how I got so many other directors. I'll give you a list. So many directors who directed their first film with me, they have done short films before. But I happened to see those films and I called them. So I'm still in touch with few of them. See, because you have to, you are an actor, you are looking for roles, you are looking for directors to work with. What is the harm in calling them?
I think that's great advice. So reaching out and acting for work, asking for work is, in my books, very real advice that you don't hear many actors say.
Okay, so what else you're going to do? Wait at home and get frustrated? The choice is yours, how you want to lead your life as an actor or as a human being.
As an aspiring actor, what would be, because honestly getting a piece of advice from someone like you is gems. So what would you say would be the way?
I mean, there are three kind of actors. There are few actors, the lucky ones, who have all the work, but are they happy with their work? If they are not, then look for the kind of directors who can give you the work that you're looking for. or give you satisfaction. The other kind of people, they have work, but not that much. Then look for the directors, go to them. They will definitely pick up your call because you are known. Okay. If there are not many choices, then calling a director and making him feel that you are available and you like his work, you want to be part of his creativity, it will do a lot of good to you.
And it's as simple as that.
It's very simple. And if you are a very new guy, don't have work, going from office to office, giving audition, that's something that you can't avoid. Okay? There will be times where you will be frustrated. There will be times when you will think whether your decision of becoming an actor was right or not. There are many phases where you are dull, depressed. That is the time, just pick yourself up, start working on one character. This exercise that I do, which I didn't learn from any book. When I used to conduct workshops, I attended workshops. There was this exercise that I invented when I was in this city. After doing Bandit Queen, I was sitting at home. I didn't have work. So I used to find one fantastic news article and write a story and write a character. And the whole day I used to just work on that character.
Wow.
And in the evening, I used to improvise around it and show it to my roommates. So what you're doing in turn, that you are not waiting for, you are acting. Yes, there is no camera. Yes, there is no Mr. Subhash Kahi taking the shot. But you are acting. You are in the practice.
You're staying ready.
You are just getting ready for the opportunity. So getting ready for the opportunity is much more important than giving auditions. I mean, in my view. If I could do Swahiman's series and be popular in households, or say Biku Mahathir, when it came to me, I was already in the practice of acting. It's very important. And it's easier said than done. There are many days where you are just questioning yourself. You don't know how to deal with no work, no money, no food situation. You have to keep at it. After 2 days of frustration and depression, get down, stand in the street. This is what I used to do. Just look at people, just standing like a person who is bewildered at the goings of the life. Just standing there. Observing people, nothing else.
Well, it shines through. And after this amazing conversation, one thing is really clear to me, that in your head, you are still very much a work in progress. So much more to do. You're still in the making. I want to know from you, sir, help me fill in the blanks. Manoj Bajpayee is in the making because?
Because he's in love with his craft. He's in love with the process. I love the process more than the release of my films.
Beautiful.
See, the process is here. All colorful.
आप photograph भी डाल देना, please, उस पे. This is beautiful. Did you have fun?
I loved it. I mean, it looks like the skin of the fish, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I intended to do.
Of course.
Right.
That was
and
always
finally
the plan.
I made it. I got it.
Now let's take a look at the film Rose Kuch Naya Bante Raho, recited by Manoj Bajpayee.
रोज कुछ नया बनते रहो. इस दौर में सबकी यही कहानी है. हाथों के लकीरों की बात किसने मानी है. दुनिया कहती रहेगी सेटल हो जाओ. तुम अपनी कहानी लिखते रहो. रोज कुछ नया बनते रहो. बुझने ना दो उस आग को, आवाज को, हर जज्बात को. अपनी कहानी को अल्फाज देते रहो. रोज कुछ नया बनते रहो. वो टोकते रहेंगे, वो रोकते रहेंगे, पर तुम पत्थर नहीं जो जम चुके हो. तालाब नहीं जो थम चुके हो. बहते रहो, आकार लेते रहो. रोज कुछ नया बनते रहो. रोज कुछ नया बनते रहो. ZEE5. आज क्या बनोगे?